Let's go now to the world of arts, but with an eye on the Syrian conflict, because opera singer Razek-Francois Bitar is one artist hoping to raise money for the millions of Syrians displaced by the war. He's been speaking with Soumer Daghastani of BBC Arabic.
I'm delighted today to have a dear friend of mine in the studio. Our friendship started almost a decade ago when we were young students at the Arts Institute in Damascus. Our lives have taken different paths since then. As I worked at the BBC, my friend Razek-Francois Bitar's career shot through the roof. He became Syria's first ever countertenor. Razek is from Aleppo, a city now torn apart by bloody civil war. He has sung in many countries, in Genoa, Rome, Berlin, and also in Brazil and the Arab world. Last week he sang at St. John's Waterloo Church in London, his second concert in the United Kingdom. I was in the audience, indulging myself in an airy atmosphere of Baroque music while listening to his clear, passionate rendition of Italian and ancient Assyriac and Arabic poems. Moreover, I felt proud of this close friend and fellow Syrian. Hello, Razek.
Hello.
Okay, when people think of classical music, in Syria, they don't think that opera singing is really a flourishing art in Syria, right?
It's not
so it was
very popular, actually.
Yeah, absolutely. So how you made that choice? Why you made that choice to study classical opera singing in Syria?
It was not my idea. It was my mother's idea.
Your mom's idea.
Yeah.
So she told you go and study opera
Yes,
singing.
Actually, she imposed me, to study piano as I was a child, and then to go and sing. Actually,
So it's all your mother influence.
Yeah,
but that's quite unusual.
Yeah, she's not musician either. She's
I know.
only, she listens.
But she's from Aleppo, which is a city which is very rich for its cultural music.
Yeah, that's right. And of course I had a cultural listening to music and opera and ballet before that. But actually I started with that singing in the church. Byzantine music,
yeah,
and so
Syrian,
in Arabic,
in Arabic.
And Greek, then in the Syrian Orthodox Church, and then in the Armenian Catholic Church.
Countertenor is an unusual voice, let's say. It's a very special type of opera singing. How was the impact in Syria? How people responded to your way of singing?
That was actually strange. When I was in Syria, I was the first, and that was a little bit strange at the beginning. But, they liked what I did. So they accepted me as a new thing going on,
So it was kind of a shock at the beginning because they're not used to this.
Actually, being the very first countertenor in Syria was not very simple. Now I knew recently that there is another countertenor in Syria, and in Lebanon there is another countertenor.
You made a very successful career over the years. I still remember you coming back to Syria every summer. It's like, I made this opera and I had that concert and all that, and I was so happy that you were doing really great. So talk us through about after you graduated, what was the first opera you were in?
The first ever was La Finta Giardiniera by Mozart, and it was as I was a student at the conservatory in Genoa, and after that Orpheus and Eurydice by Gluck, and that was that
was a landmark.
Career.
I've listened to it. You gave me the CD. It was a good one. You stopped singing 18 months ago. Why?
Well, of course, I was so sad and anxious about what's happening and going on in my country, my family, my friends in Syria, and seeing heritage, huge, rich cultures going down and being destroyed.
And especially your hometown. I mean, we share the same concerns. I mean, both being Syrian, it's terrible to be abroad and hearing all these news. But your hometown has been affected enormously by the conflict. Are you still in touch with your family?
Of course I am.
Are they safe? Where are they?
They are safe, I hope, but I'm trying to get them also more safe,
By safer, you mean out?
Yeah, out of Syria, which is very difficult nowadays.
Which is very sad as well. How do you think the conflict actually affected the art scene?
Well, it affected everything. It stopped culture, stopped musicians, actors to do their job in Syria. They're going all outside.
They're all leaving the country. That's true. A lot of my friends from the Theatre Institute.
So what I would like to do now is try to find more way to sing here in Europe as I can, telling the story of my people, telling that we've got culture, we have music, and hoping that one day I would go back to Syria and sing in the opera house if it stays.
Exactly, if it stays. So you started singing again. I mean, I was at your concert last week. Why?
It was actually a charity concert to help Syrian refugees in Lebanon.
Okay, what did you sing?
I sang some Baroque music, Cavalli, Monteverdi. I sang a lot of Handel. And then the second part was it was Armenian music, some Arabic music with the piano, and then Aramaic. Very,
you know how much I love Baroque, but the second part was just
yeah, I know, everybody liked
magical. One of the songs you sang at the concert was Chinares by Gomedas, which is a very well-known Armenian composer. What is the song about?
That's a very nice love song, a little bit sad. It says, "You are like a poplar tree. Don't bend your head. Don't stay away from our door. My love, for the love of God, do not forget me. Even though you are far away, oh, my love."
Syrian opera singer Razek-Francois Bitar. He was speaking with Soumer Daghastani of BBC Arabic.